Hi and hello, Dune Imperium fans. I hope all is well with you wherever you are in the world today, and welcome. This is Dune Imperium, and I am your host, Admiral Trench. Let's play Dune Imperium. Goodness gracious me, I wonder what leaders will be available when this draft is over. I really want to be the Beast Raban. He's my favorite, but we'll see. Maybe Glimpse the Path is the right way to go. Prescience, I mean. Okay. Golly, Countess Ariana Thorvald? Come on. Yeah. Dude, you know you want to be Countess. You know you want to be Ariana Thorvald. Come on, dude. We've got Adagio, Fishy, Music of My Mind, and Admiral Trench. Come on, bro. Pick your character. Okay, yeah. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Yes. All right, this is rad. He's got two, but he's got to get rid of one, I think. Kadoosh. Okay. I'm using my experimentation to go to smuggling, and I will advance my freighter on the tracker, on the freight track. Music of my mind! What will you do at the beginning of this game? I only have 2 persuasion. That is not a good way to start. No siree. Alright, he's using Seek Allies to take fold space. A good way to start the game. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Very, mundane. Very mundane. Very pedestrian. I'm gonna ride a high horse for this whole game and talk, like, super smug about everything. So pedestrian. Fishy, what will you do? I'm gonna see if I can put a smug tone on every play, except for the ones that I do. Oh, you're gonna use the signet ring to take the Imperial Basin. Oh, okay. 2 troops. That's real good. Yeah. Real good. Adagio, what will you do? How much more? I gotta. I'm just laughing about it. I'm not really like that, okay? But it's kind of fun. Adagio, what are you gonna do? Oh, seek allies to wealth. Get yourself some Solari so you can take the Mentet. Oh, that's what you're gonna do? That's nice. Real nice. Good for you. That's real swell. Yeah, let's see here. Well, yeah, hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna push in 2 troops. Why not? Because I got 2 daggers and the Vicious Talents card, so why shouldn't I? Yeah. Music of my mind. What are you gonna do? Hmm. Yeah, I used my signet ring to take Carthag so I could get a entry card and 2 troops. Well, let's see. What has my day been like? I woke up in the morning, got my daughter fed. Really good breakfast. Two sausage links. Signet ring to tech negotiation. Oh, really? And I guess you're going to draw a card now with your signet ring? Oh, good. You bought a technology. Great. You've used your discipline technique. That's good. That's good for you. Fishy. What's your turn going to be? Yeah, two sausage links, bowl of oatmeal with fresh cut apple slices, sprinkle cinnamon, no sugar. My daughter gobbled it up. She loved it. I didn't need to sweeten it at all. So that is a win in it of itself. Experimentation to Hagabasin using your water to get two spice, and you're putting a specimen in the oxalotl tanks. Wonderful. Now, I'm told it's axolotl, but I always pronounced it oxalotl, and maybe that's wrong. I don't know. It's whatever. Axolotls. Oxalotl, axolotl. Does it really matter? We all know. We all know. And he's pushing in another troop. Ah, he wants to get that victory point. Oh, okay. Adagio, what will you do? Yeah, he's securing his win here. And that's okay. For two troops, I can go for an intrigue card and get two more Solari. So that's good if I get second place. But will Adagio enter combat? We shall see. It's an easy way to get two Solari, and he does like Solari. Adagio, you like Solari, don't you? Of course you're going to take the Mentat. Drawing a card as well. Two cards, actually, if I remember correctly. And so now I'm at one persuasion. What will I do with that if you gain spice this turn? Yeah, there is nothing I want or can buy. And that's okay with me. The firm grip does make me nervous. Somebody's going to get that, and I hope it's not Adagio. Music of my mind. Oh, yeah, so... Yeah. So, yeah, the oatmeal, the sausage links, half a peach with some blueberries. Really good. So she gobbled all that up. She ate it all. It was wonderful. And she can be a real picky eater, and so I was super stoked that she ate all of her breakfast. He reveals 4 persuasion and 1 combat point, but there are no troops in the combat zone for Music of My Mind, but he's going to be taking guild impersonations off of the, what is this row called? I can't quite remember. Guild Ambassador. The Twi'lexu row. Fishy reveals 1 persuasion and 2 combat points, putting him at 8. So yeah, he had the same idea as me. I will not be using my vicious talents, because what would be the point of that? We just tie. I guess, yeah, still suits for Adagio with his Mentat to get himself another water. Looks like he wants to try to get spice early at the Great Flats. Pushing in 1 troop, so that's clever. 5 persuasion. There goes firm grip. I'm almost positive. There it is. There it is. That's the guy I didn't want to have it. And he has it. Wonderful. But maybe I'll get lucky. Gurney Halleck. Ooh. If I use this now, he will not get a victory point. So let's do it. I just want to be a jerk. I'm only doing it to be mean. I'm not even doing it for any strategical purposes. I just want to be cruel. That's how I operate. I don't do things to win. I just want to mess up the game for other people. No! You still win, but you've had to utilize your intrigue card. Good for you. I'm so glad you did that. It makes me happy, because now he's weaker than he was before, all for a measly victory point in the first round. Okay. Haha. All right, I got myself an ambush. Great. That's actually super good for me. Awesome. I'm sitting right now with 6 persuasion, so I'm going to take Seek Allies to full space, as if that's going to be available by the time it's my turn. But that's okay, because I could take my Seek Allies over to Hardy Warriors, dump in as many troops as possible, plus I have my Intrigue card, plus I'll still have enough for Gurney Halleck. I will annihilate. Let's win. Let's win real good. Music of my mind. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah, so then I had to. All this was within the time span of an hour and a half. So my daughter's watching cartoons in the morning while I'm making breakfast and doing things like that. And then I had to pick up the house a little bit. And so I was like, Lilith, when she watches TV and eats, you can't just let it be. She will forget to eat. She'll be so distracted by the TV. You know how that goes. So yeah, I'm like, Lilith, eat your food. Take a bite, please. And so she did gobble it all up. It was great. Music of my mind. Come on, dude. All right, reconnaissance to a raccoon so we can draw another card. He knows what that card is going to be, too. And dumping in 3 troops. He really wants to win this one. Okay. Now if I win this one, or even get second place, I'll get the water back from Hardy Warriors. Fishy is using his experimentation to take smuggling. And moving his tracker up 1. Adagio, what will you do? What? Moving his Twi'leksu road tracker up a 1. Fudging. Advanced Twi'leksu. And then I had to take my daughter to dance class, where I sat in my car and played my Steam Deck, Slay the Spire, but it only had 5% life, because I guess I didn't plug it in. I must have forgot to charge it. So I did that for about 15 minutes before the batteries died, and I was like, great, now I guess I'll just watch Reels on Instagram. Oh, there it is, the Great Flat, just as I predicted he would do. And he advances his Twi'leksu tracker. He now has 3 specimen in the axolotl tanks. And guess what? Fold space is open and available, but everybody's only got 1 agent left, so what should I do? Goodness gracious. I could enter this combat, get my water back, and try for fold space later, but no, I think the smarter move now would be to take Seek Allies to fold space so I can try to utilize smuggling as best as I can. Now, next turn, I'm going to forego my agent. That's the thing. I just realized getting into combat might not even be the best move, because even though I can push in all those troops from Hardy Warriors, that would be great. And I have an ambush card, so I might even secure a win. I just don't... That would have been nice and all, but is it really worth the risk and dumping in all those troops if I ended up with second place? Signet Ring to Carthag, letting him draw a card. He pushes in well, let's see if he pushes in troops. He gets a troop, and he gets to draw a card and get a intrigue card from that. So he is now dangerous. But he definitely wants to win this combat. So that was a smart play on his part. Good for him. Yeah, so I sat in my car, played Slay the Spire for a little while, like 15 minutes again, and I just watched Instagram Reels, drank a cup of coffee. I was waiting for the class to be over so I could exchange vehicles with my ex, and then she was going to take Lilith for the rest of the day, my daughter. And then later on, I'm going to meet my daughter and my ex again for a mutual friend that we share. They're having a housewarming party, so that's an hour drive away, and I'm only going to be there for 2 hours. So I got to leave the house at 2, get there at 3, leave at 5, get home by 6. Diplomacy to secrets, moving his Bene Gesserit tracker up 1, getting himself an intrigue card. Adagio, what will you do? What would you do? I remember that show on Nickelodeon. Dagger to tech negotiation, getting himself a persuasion, and likely buying himself one of these, probably detonation devices. Let's see what he takes. What did he buy? I'm going to reveal. Yes, I want Gurney Halleck. Ha ha ha. That is a wicked card for my character to have. People, look out. I'm coming for you. Gurney's on my side now. I'm Batman. All right. I'm just being weird. I'm in a weird mood right now. In all seriousness, so when I got home, I had to meal prep for the next 3 or 4 days. I made this. Okay, so Music of My Mind reveals 6 persuasion and 1 combat point, putting him at 7, uncontested. So we dumped in all of those troops for virtually no purpose at all because nobody else is going to be entering this combat. So this is a sure win for him. He does still remain dangerous with that intrigue card. Nobody knows what that is. Yeah, so I meal prepped. I made this huge pot of rice with peas, corn, an onion, a sauteed onion. Ooh, worm riders. Okay, yeah, that's something I would have liked too, but Gurney Halleck is better. Fishy, what will you reveal? What will you do? Yeah, and then black beans as well. For persuasion, okay, let's look what's over here. He's probably going to go for negotiated withdrawal if I had to guess. Yeah, or yeah, probably negotiated. Maybe he'll blow up the Imperium row. Yep, there it goes. Negotiated withdrawal, getting himself a troop. Now he's back up to 1 in his garrison. Adagio, what will you reveal? 6 persuasion. You did all that, and you're probably going to walk away with Liet Keynes. Eh? That's my guess. Okay. Stitched Horror off of the Twi'leksu row. Okay. You still have that persuasion. What will you buy, buddy? What are you going to buy, bud? You're not my bud. Yeah, maybe he is my bud. Maybe we would get along like gangbuster. Liet Keynes. That's what I expected he would do. Moving his tracker up 1 with the Emperor, getting that first victory point out of the way. That means he doesn't necessarily have to go there anymore if he doesn't want to. That's good for him. Or maybe he's going to try to go for the Alliance coin. We'll see what he does. Alright, Siege of Carthage. The flag is on the table. Let's find out what happens next. Will I take Fold Space? Yes, I will if it's available on my turn because I want to be able to utilize interstellar shipping. And so I'll take my Signet Ring straight up and then straight back down, gaining all those troops. I will be losing out, though, on the first 3 combats. I don't... Did I enter the... Yes, I did. I entered the first combat, but I didn't win the first combat. I had attempted to tie the first combat, and then the other guy used his intrigue card so he could win it, and he got himself an early victory point. But these early victory points, they're obviously difference makers. But I kind of feel like they're red herrings, like dump all your troops away right at the beginning so you don't have them later. And you really want to be thinking long term. You need what's called in economics, what is this term called? I've heard this before. What is it? Oh, goodness. There's an economical term. I can't remember what it's called. Forget it. I've racked my mind all day long only to come up with nothing. So he's going to use a Signet Ring to take smuggling, and he moves that tracker up 1 more even, all the way to the tippy top, and spending a spice to bring it back down so he can get all those delicious goodies. And look at that. That's really quite nice of him. Very nice. He's going to move his tracker with the Spacing Guild, take wind traps. Cool. Let's find out what Imperium Ceremony is. Look at the top 2 cards of the Intrigue deck. Keep 1 and put the other back on top with 3 Persuasion. Plus, you get Emperor and Spacing Guild spaces. That's cool. He's going to... Adagio taking Diplomacy to Conspire, spending 4 spice, getting 5 Solari, 2 troops, and an Intrigue card, moving that tracker up 1. He's 1 away from getting the Alliance coin with the Emperor. I had suspected he would be doing that. Interesting. Fold Space is still available, meaning that I'll be the first one to take interstellar shipping on my next round. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. So far, so good. Yeah, High Council. Signet Ring. I'm going to be taking that over to interstellar shipping. Music of My Mind is probably going to try to take Holo Projectors because that would be a really good card for him. Could start taking Spice Must Flows. If he purchases some Arrakis Liaisons, maybe he'll try to go for this thing right here. That'll help him get those really easy. As long as he doesn't buy too many cards, all will be well. Okay, yeah. So and then I made. Oh, I'm so excited for tonight. Okay, so I cannot eat this dinner tonight. I made this all this meal prepping for the week, right? And I barbecued some chicken, put all the seasoning on the chicken, barbecued it out there in the backyard, chopped it all up, added it to the rice and the other fixings I included. And yeah, so now I have what looks to be about 3 days worth of food. And then, okay, so he's using his fold space to take wealth, which is 2 Solari, and he draws a card. He knows what his next card is going to be, mind you. So he didn't do that without any foresight. He definitely knew what he was doing. I wonder what his plans are. What will he do with that card he just acquired from the fold space? It's Fishy's turn. So right. I There's a few things that I cook that are really exquisite. One of the dishes, Fishy's using diplomacy to hardy warriors. He will be entering combat, moving his tracker with the Fremen up one, spending his water. And how many troops will you enter? 4 troops. He really wants to win this one. And he's going to get his flag on Carthag, too. That's really good. Adagio's turn now. He has 8 Solari, probably going to take his Sword Master at this point, is my guess. But that would make him ineligible for the Mentet on the next round, so weakening him ever so slightly. There it is, Signet Ring to the Swordmaster. Now it is my turn, and I don't want any of these technology cards, so I'm going to advance and recall. Recall and take an agent back. I will take Solari. I will move my Emperor tracker up one. And lastly, take my 2 troops from the freighter. Thanks, guys. You guys are so nice, dropping off some troops for me. So cool. I know that is no easy task. You have to go back into outer space, you know, getting some troops, bringing them back. It's a lot to do. It's a lot to do. All right, so he's grafting a card to take the Dreadnought space. He's buying. I know he's going to take hollow projectors, right? If he gains spice this turn, which he doesn't. Did he even gain spice this turn? Oh, troop transports. Interesting. I don't wonder why he did that instead of. Okay, well, I don't know what's in his mind. I can only do so much prediction, right? Fishy's turn. Fishy, here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Hmm. He's revealing three persuasion and 1 combat point, putting him at 9. And with only 3 persuasion, there's really nothing there for him to take. I doubt he's going to take anything. He does not take anything. Adagio, why don't you blow up the row, people? Blow it up. Use your family atomics. Adagio, what will you do? I'm not going to use it now because I only have 1 persuasion. Tech negotiation with the firm grip, using his Solari to push forward the Spacing Guild tracker for the first time. Okay, reveal. And what do you know? Enemy agents don't block your agent this turn. That's sick. That could take me to Carthag. I will use that. I'm going to need Carthag because I get that troop and intrigue card, which will help in combat situations. That's what I'm thinking. And just trying to 7 plus 6. So, okay, he reveals 2 persuasion and 1 combat point, but he has no troops in the combat zone. Adds a specimen to the axolotl tank. I'm at 13 cards in my deck right now, and I need to find a way to get rid of a card if possible. I'd like to be drawing Gurney Halleck all the time if possible. Dude, come on, man. What takes people so long when you don't have anything to do? Okay, great. Arrakis Recruiter. Dagio's turn to reveal 4 persuasion, 1 combat point, and once again, uncontested, he takes the guild chief administrator. But again, so like interestingly, in the last 2 rounds, only one person has been in combat, and they both dumped in a ton of troops to do it. So it's good on one sense because they wasted all those troops. Fishy wins the conflict, getting himself 3 victory points and water because he has the wind traps card. Cool. Cloak and Dagger. This is a fun one to win. I like this. Gurney, baby. Gurney. Yeah, I don't mind if I do. That's so rad. Okay. This is dangerous. This is a dangerous card, you guys. Seriously. It really, truly is. What would be the next card? An experimentation? Music of My Mind is probably going to take Interstellar Shipping when he gets a chance, so it kind of makes me wonder what I should do. I still have my water, so maybe what I need to do is Hardy Warriors, Gurney Halleck. Yeah, so okay. Experimentation to the Imperial Basin, getting himself those 2 spice. And moving his Twi'lexu tracker forward 1. That's going to put him, I believe... Oh, only in the first space. I thought he was second. Okay, okay. Now it is my turn. Yeah, it's time to do damage, folks. Really? Okay. Let's draw that card. Yes! End my turn, and I still have 4 troops in my garrison, too. I dare anyone to try to mess with me on this. I'll take my experimentation over to Interstellar Shipping. Nope, I can't do that. Worm Riders to Interstellar Shipping, getting himself 2 spice for doing that. That's really good. That's what I wanted to do. Fishy's turn now. Maybe I'll take Fold Space over to... I can't do that. I don't have enough spice. Darn it! Okay, Fishy's going to the Swordmaster to get himself an agent. Adagio to a Rakeen, letting him draw a card, get himself a troop. Let's see what he enters. I'm sure he feels a little bold considering he has 5 troops. He moves his Twi'lexu tracker forward 1, getting himself that first entry card on the tracker. And Stitchwater gives him water. 1 troop, so he's not going to go hard. Now, I need to start moving these trackers. I gotta start moving these. I want to go for the spice here, but I have a strong lead. I don't need to enter in more troops. I'll just take 2 Solari and get this out of the way. That'll get me a victory point. Hooray! Look at that. And when it is my turn, I can use this. I'm gonna nuke the row. I do want this, of course, but do I really want it? I don't know. Um, I really need to get rid of cards. If I could get rid of my convincing arguments, that would be awesome. Experimentation to hug a basin for music of my mind, getting all that spice that puts him in a strong lead with spice, and moving a specimen into the axolotl tanks. That puts him at 3. Mm-hmm. When I get a shot, I'm going to move my Benny Gesserit tracker up 1. If I win this combat, which it seems to be that will be the case. Fishy's turn. Fishy, fishy, fishy. It's like, if I take this card, it's good, but... Alright, seek allies to hardy warriors. He will very likely push in some troops, getting that victory point, putting him at 4. He is in the lead. 6 combat points. He also has an intrigue card and a technology. Technology! Liet Keen's Distill Suits, getting himself a water, probably entering some combat, getting a victory point, putting him at 3. So it is now my reveal. I will use this because I suspect I will be winning. Huh. I don't need it. This could be good for me. Fudge. No, I don't need that. I'm being silly. I don't need anything, you guys. I actually have a good thing going right now. I'm just gonna work with what I got. You know, I got 12 cards in my deck and a Gurney Halleck, and that's dangerous, right? And I also have this, which lets me go to Carthag whenever I want with whatever card I want. So I actually do kind of have a dangerous deck. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Music of my mind reveals 5 persuasion. He's probably going to take the Ixian engineer. Yeah, that's what I predict. Yeah, and then my girlfriend is sick. Oh, right. As I was saying, I have a few dishes that I cook that are really divine, delicious, superb. Ixian engineer. There you go. And so I made this thing called, it's a casserole dish called chicken divan. And if you look on the back of any Campbell's soup can, the broccoli and cheddar soup can, there usually, or maybe there isn't anymore, but there used to be a recipe for this thing called chicken divan, and I actually made it once, and it was really quite good. And every time I've ever been to a potluck and I brought chicken divan, the pot was empty. The casserole dish, I mean, it was totally emptied. Everybody scraped it dry and was asking for the recipe on how to make it. And I always told them it's an ancient Chinese secret. I can't tell you. Experimentation to smuggling for Fishy. Moving that tracker up 1. Yeah, he's not getting involved in this combat anymore. He feels good where he's at. He's moving his advanced research, pushing an axolotl specimen in axolotl tank, getting that first intrigue card on the Twi'leksu tracker. Adagio, what will you do? Yeah, and so reveals only 3 persuasion. Keep buying cards, everyone. Keep buying cards. Go, go, go. I want you nice and watered down and weak. weak, feeble. There's a clip of Margaret Thatcher where she says, weak, feeble. For persuasion, um, negotiated withdrawal. There you go. Takes those troops out, moves his tracker with the Spacing Guild up 1 to get 5 victory points. Be on the lookout for Fishy. He's dangerous. He's people. Get rid of Fishy. Stop him. Stop him. I came into this game with a smug attitude, and now I'm kind of like eating crow a little. I'm like, okay, maybe these guys are pretty dangerous. Fishy is up 5. He's at 5, and we're all just sitting at a measly 3. And hey, you know what? It is only the 4th round, so that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but that's okay. He's passing. Great. Then I too will pass. Great, I win. Good. I'll move the Bene Gesserit up 1. Cool. That'll help. Terrible purpose. There's a way for me to get rid of a card. Let's do this. Yeah, I went to Hardy Warriors. I'd like to try to win this and get rid of a card. Interstellar shipping with experimentation. Maybe I should go for the Sword Master, hey? What do you think? Since I'm done buying cards, I probably should. I think I will. That's what I'm going to do in my next turn. Normally, I try to avoid the Sword Master, but I realize that since I'm being combat heavy this game, having the Sword Master will go a long way for me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's actually smart. There's the holo projectors. That's the card that I predicted he would take the last time, but he didn't this time. He took it this time instead. He's moving his Spacing Guild tracker up 1, putting 1 away from the Alliance coin with the Spacing Guild. That's a free victory point for him should he attain it. Moving his Twi'lexu tracker forward 1. Let's take a look at the race. Let's see where everyone's at. Okay, so we've got 2 people on the second rung of the tracker, and he uses holo projectors to draw a card. He's on the first space with the Twi'lexu tracker, and he's using that, so he's drawing a ton of cards. He's pushing in. Oh, that's dangerous. That's bad. That is bad news for me. That's okay. What I'd like to do is, yeah, I'm going to take a Sword Master, and if Carthag is still available, I'll just go there on the last round. And yeah, I'd like to try to win this, but it's a tight race. I have the advantage, though. There's things I can do to win. Let's take a look at the last card. Yeah, great. A Rakeen for Fishy. Okay. Wants to try to get one spice. Yeah, so chicken divan, what you're going to want to do is buy yourself some broccoli stalks, right? Chop up the top, the heads, chop the heads off the broccoli stalks, chop up that broccoli into some hearty pieces, chewable pieces. You don't want to chop them too small, not too big either. Dagger to tech negotiation for Adagio, and he still has 3 agents. He has acquired a technology, invasion ships. Let's do this. Then you put 2 cans of that broccoli cheddar Campbell's soup inside of your casserole dish along with the broccoli. Then you're going to want to chop up some chicken. Worm Riders to Carthag. There that goes. Great. Now my options for combat are limited. He's going to dump in some troops. This will be fun. Let's have some fun, buddy. Come on, push your luck. Push your luck. Put your dreadnought in. Why not? You have nothing to lose. Go for it. You think you can do it? Do you think you can do it? Go for it. There it is. 13. So now what I'm going to have to do is take Imperial Basin if I have a shot at winning this. From encamped to smuggling. I apologize, everyone. Adagio gets that first victory point off of the Twi'lek row. And now it is my turn to wreak havoc. Truthsayer for Music of My Mind. And he takes Usurp. Good card. But you know what? I want them to take as many cards as they can take because I know what that means for their decks. I really hope I win this combat. I'd like to get rid of a card. Dagger to High Council. Adagio's turn. I'm not buying anything. I don't need anything. Fishy gets 6 persuasion. He takes Worm Riders. It's a very good card. Hmm. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Gotcha. Thank you. If it didn't work, I would just use Gruesome Sacrifice. Convincing argument gone. Nice. Sweet. Ixian Engineer to the Great Flag, getting himself 6 spice. Now he has 16 spice. I wonder what his plan is with all that. Detonation devices. So yeah, clearly he's going to be trashing that Ixian Engineer first opportunity. Now I, on the other hand, will be doing this with Hollow Projectors, letting him draw another card. So yeah, Gurney Halleck will go to Carthag. Signet Ring will go to Arakin, and dumping in all the troops all the while. And then I can do that because I have the Twi'lexu Infiltrator, so I don't have to worry about stuff. Let's see, yeah, that's going to be fun. And then I'll take my full... Oh. Let's take a look here at something. Let's see this one. Whoops. Alright, sorry I've been out of the loop on this game. Adagio takes firm grip over to get the Alliance coin with the Emperor tracker, and he now used wealth, so he has 10 troops in his garrison, so be on the lookout for that guy. He's kind of dangerous. Alright, sorry guys, I got a little distracted talking to this guy. This person. And, but that's okay, let's get our head back in the game. I should probably stop explaining my strategies out loud now that he knows there's a live stream of the game happening in real time. But you know what? If he's going to be playing against me and just doing turns to thwart me, then he's going to lose because the other guys are just going to clobber him. So me declaring my moves out loud in advance, he can only do so much with that information. It's just not going to be enough. So I guess I shouldn't be too terrified of declaring my strategy out loud. But he can see my intrigue cards, which aren't good. That's okay. It's the risk I'm willing to take. I can play with a handicap. Alright, secrets. Diplomacy to secrets. Getting himself that Bene Gesserit card. Now that's a little disappointing because I did want to do that with my fold space. But I guess I'll take full space over to still suits if that's an available option for me by the time I get to my third agent. Okay, diplomacy to selective breeding. And trashing his dagger. I don't have the the two genetic markers that you need for that to work. Whoops, that's why. Okay, 3 persuasion for Music of My Mind. He's at 4 combat points. And so now that he knows what I'm working with in terms of combat, we'll see if he pushes his luck. Fishy. Everybody. Now I realized it. I provided a link, so it's not just Music of My Mind who can watch the live stream. Now I'm really screwed. Everybody can see what I'm playing with. That's okay. play it for fun anyway. And again, I do want to win, of course. That's always in the back of my mind. But really, the fun I get is actually just from messing around with other people, however much I can. It's always more fun to ruin other people's fun. Of course, winning really takes the fun out of it for everyone. But if everybody's playing as hard as they can to win and everybody loses, everybody can still walk away feeling satisfied. But how many people could win while trying to ruin the fun for everybody else? That's a true victory in my mind. I kid. In real life, I don't play that way, but just for funsies, once in a while, I like to throw a wrench in, see what I can do to screw over other people in all the little ways I can. Now, I'm not really doing that, okay? Because if I was really doing that right now, then I would be doing this completely different. Now, what would I do to screw up other people's games? I don't know. That might be something I need to do just for fun, like play a live stream of me just screwing with the other players, not to try to win, to just get in their way. And just I'll probably lose miserably, but it'll just be fun to just see them be like, seriously? What are you doing even? It makes no sense. Let's take a look and see what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna take this. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right, Fishy. Rapid mobilization. Deploy any number of troops from his garrison into the combat. All right, that's a threat. That's dangerous. He has 2 intrigue cards. Boy. That's okay though. 5 persuasion, and he'll probably take out some troops so he can move a tracker. We'll see if that's what he does. Blowing up the Imperium row. Oh, all right. Piter de Vries. For humidity emerges in the row. Oh my gosh. Okay. 3 Solari to push in more troops. So, okay. Since that happened, and it doesn't look like I have any shot of winning this combat, I guess I could utilize this. But for what reason? I'm not doing anything. Okay. Well, when I reveal, I can I'll be adding another specimen to access, so we'll see. Buying himself a Spice Muff Flow, without a doubt. Putting him at 7. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna move my Twi'lexer tracker. I want more troops. There's nothing I want. Getting over a cough. It's 2:07. I gotta be leaving here soon. Yeah, let's do this. right. Music of my mind. What will you do? Pass, pass, pass. Great. So they forfeit their winnings. Now I have enough to take Hardy Warriors whenever I want, which is wonderful. I'll do that. Here we go. Nice. Nice. This is good. Alright, I'm not paying attention at this point to what card he just used. I should have looked at that. Sorry, folks. A little distracted. That's okay. He acquires Tremurkey for 2 intrigue cards. That makes him dangerous. Yeah. Trashes a card, puts a specimen in the axolotl tank. I'll go for the intrigue card next round when I utilize my specimen. Never know. Game's probably going to be over here soon. I got to get going too. I'm running late for that housewarming party I have to go to at 3. It's an hour drive away. So I'll be spending 2 hours in the car driving today. An hour to get there, an hour to get back. So I got to have something fun to listen to. A Rakeen with Stitched Horror, getting him all those delicious goodies in the process. Nice, dude. Sweet. The Advanced Relaxu Tracker forward, getting him stuff in water. Yeah, nice. Good. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to maintain my strategy here and just go forward with combat as best as I can. Decline the grafted card, and let's just pump it all in. The most useless card I could have got. Darn it. Actually, I'll be able to get an intrigue card regardless, so I might as well go for the troops with my specimen. As I'm going to, for humanity, playing secrets with the usurp card grafted. That's pretty wicked. Those 2 cards together, Wow, that's cool. Cool. Unfortunately, Music of My Mind is sitting with only 4 victory points, and with Fishy at 8 and Adigio at 7, it just doesn't look good. But we'll see what he can pull off. I mean, I'm at 5, so I'm definitely pretty much removed from this equation. I would recommend. See, I'm kind of surprised. I don't know what Music of My Mind's strategy is, but with his ability to draw as many cards as he is, I'm surprised he's not trying to take as many Spice Must Flows as possible. Um, that's what I would have done had I chose Paul for my leader. Is utilize that technique, especially with those technology cards up there. We still also have 2 Family Atomics unused, Adagio and Music of My Mind. But Music of My Mind just uses Usurp, and he's likely not going to purchase any more cards. I don't think he would want to do that. I would not recommend he do that. From a camp to Hagabazin, spending some of that delicious spice, getting himself some more troops, entering them into the combat field, no doubt. Right. He knows. He knows. If he's using the link I provided, he's probably aware that he can beat me. He also has 3 techs. He hasn't pulled that engineer yet, so he hasn't been able to get that free victory point. But he has 2 intrigue cards, and that is scary. I also have 2 intrigue cards, but none of them are of any use to me. Now, I'm going to take this over to Arakeen so I can draw 2 cards with it, and I'm really hoping I get a diplomacy so I can take it to Hardy Warriors. That's what I want to do. That'll secure me the Alliance coin with the Fremen, and then if this goes into another round after this, I will be able to use my signet ring a little bit more dangerously. But Adagio is going to try to race me. Golly. My apologies on coughing as much as I've been. Let me see what my nicotine intake is looking like today. Yeah, it's going to be enough for the rest of the day. Good. Lead Keen's Distill Suits. There it is. He wants to try to take that Alliance coin. Okay. So, let's do this. At the start of your turn, No! What did I do? Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh, fudge. I need to read the subtexts. I passed my agent phase. That's okay. That's okay. I can still do the things I plan to do. It's just really, really, I guess in a way it could be good because there's less chance that these guys are going to push in more troops. But we're all locked up at 10. He's at 18, so he's going to take the victory on this, undoubtedly. He did just take A-Liner. And, of course, diversion, letting him move his freighter up 1. So it's going to be interesting because I walked into this game talking all smug. Oh, is that what you're going to do? You're going to take your card over to the space? Oh, how cute. That's really nice. And of course, I knew it would bite me in the butt later. I'm probably going to end up in last place at this rate. And that's okay. The cards just, there weren't very many cards that I could have really utilized. And I kind of knew that going in when I looked at the Imperium row at the start of the game, that this wasn't going to be a beast-centric kind of game. Sometimes I kind of try to glean information off the Imperium row, like what sort of style game is this going to be? And what I will say is that it is a very combat-heavy game. A lot of the points a lot of the combats there were about 2 rounds in a row where only one person entered combat, but since then they've all been pretty tight. Diplomacy to selective breeding, allowing him to trash a card. Convincing argument is trash. Goodbye. He's losing a troop to gain an influence. Cool. Victory point for him. He must feel really good about himself getting into this combat the way he is, because obviously if he wins this combat, it's game over. And so invasion ships, nobody's going to block him. Interstellar shipping, okay. That's his last agent as well, so let's see what he does with that. Oh, he's going to take the Fremen tracker and get a victory point. That's what he's going to do. Or he could take the Bene Gesserit, get a victory point there, but I doubt he's going to want to do that when he can take the Fremen from me. Holtzman engine. Good move. A little late in the game to be taking that, if you ask me, but that's okay. And there's the Fremen Alliance coin going to Adagio. Beat me to the punch. Jerk! Jerk! It's like everyone's playing this game to make me unhappy and not have fun. No! That's okay. I am still going to do my plan. Let's hope that this gets me a cool intrigue card. And come on, seriously? Okay, well, at least I end up with a victory point no matter what. Draw a card, and deploy units. Okay. Huh. Wow. That sucks. There's no way I can beat him. Womp womp. Hmm. Let's see. There's nothing I can do to win. But the game's going to be over here soon. So the Fremen coin I cannot obtain, although it's a race still, and it does look like this game could be going into another round. Keeping in mind that Adagio still has 2 intrigue cards, but he's going to at least try to steal second place. Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, I got nothing to lose at this point. I'm going to be last place, so just go with what I can get, Just let's wreak havoc. Let's make it harder for everyone else. And now I reveal. I'm going to... Um, Let's take 2 combat troops. And nothing I want. Well, let's take a look at something real quick. Let's see what the row has to offer here. The research row. Yeah. I'm literally only going to buy this card just so I can move my research tracker forward one. And I'll take this down here. And why am I doing that? Well, there's no chance in heck that I'm going to really be able to get this victory point, but maybe. You never know. Something could emerge. I'm fine with letting that go. It's the end of the game, so at this point, just take what you can get. You know, you got to loot the treasury. Yes. Yeah. Oh, what? You know what I really ought to have done? I should have not. I'm stupid. Silly me. Silly, silly me. So useless. I'm getting such bad intrigue cards. Okay. I will take my signet ring over to Rakeen, draw another card. Hopefully it's a Gurney Halleck. Man, he's trying to keep his alliance coin. Darn it, I was hoping I could steal it. uh, what am I even going to do with this? Yeah, I'll take that. Now I'm just loading up my deck with junk. There's no way I can win. There's just no way. So yeah, let's see what little tiny goodies I can get. Interstellar shipping with Worm Riders. Okay, pushing his tracker up 1 and pushing down to collect all those goodies. Now what do I want to do? I could. Yeah. Okay. I think I have an idea. I think I know what I could do. Hollow projectors. Nice. I think I know what I could do. It's not even going to be close. I cannot save myself, but that's okay. Maybe I might be able to pull a stunt. Pull an interesting stunt. I still have a victory point just lingering around over here that I could go for. Spacing Guild. And even if I won this, I could get 2 victory points. If theoretically I won this combat, which is unlikely, I could get up to... nice. So we got an extra troop off that freighter when he used it last. Fishy, what do you got? Music of My Mind still hasn't used his Swordmaster, so credit to him for getting this far into the game without a 3rd agent. That's pretty cool. I typically like to play that way myself, but just not my game. Worm Riders to the Imperial Basin. Getting himself 3 spice because he has a flag there. If huh, Adagio, what will you do? Not a lot of combat troops on the research station. All right, interesting. Drawing, and moving his tracker all the way to the end with 7 Solari, which he can utilize now to get that final victory point, putting him at 9 victory points. Yeah, he has 2 engineer markers, genetic markers, I should say. So that's good. Right on. But he does have 4 intrigue cards. Somebody they need to consider seriously to go to the Bene Gesserit. So I'm going here so I can. Oh gosh, what do I want? I'll put this here so I have a specimen. And turn. And the reason why I did that is so that I could potentially take Hayliner, and that's my only hope of winning. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll just do this and get a victory point. And I could end up with second place still, and get a victory point for that. So with everybody at 9, there's still no way I have a chance at really being even a threat at all, really. But like I said, I could still make it difficult for other people. So Music of My Mind is going to win at this point if he can pull something else off to stop these other guys from getting victory points, getting first place. Because that's the real danger at this point, is if somebody gets first place, they are locked up. Not Adagio. He cannot do anything with first place. He can only get 1 victory point if he wins this combat. So it's really a fishy thing. It's up to Fishy to try to get that first place position if I don't end up taking it myself. Okay. So, Music of My Mind. At this point, I would say it's his game. Because I don't think these guys are going to be able to take me once I use the Hayliner. I could do something stupid. Since I know I'm going to lose, what I could do is take that Bene Gesserit victory point and leave Hayliner there. But no, because what I ought to do is what would be the point of that? I could get 2 victory points. It's like I get to determine how this game is going to end. How do I want to do it? If I take the Bene Gesserit, I could get the victory point there. True. I did say that it looked like he wasn't going to get a shot, but it was early. Things happen in the early games. Okay. So that's his final play. He's trying to secure second place at least. He doesn't have enough for getting the first place combat zone or combat first place position in combat. He doesn't have anything else. So, all right, it is now my turn. So if I take Hayliner, I could definitely beat these guys, but then I wouldn't be able to use this unless it secures me into a. I could, yeah, I could get the victory point. Get that victory point. That'd be 2 victory points. And put me at 7. Yeah, and then I would steal an intrigue card from this dude, and you never know what that could do. So let's do that instead. Wait. Oh god, that was dumb. Whatever. Hey, I got a victory point. Nice. So I could still end this game with 2 victory points, putting me at 8. Oh, wow, that was just pure luck on my part. But I'm going to end up in 3rd place, so that's not going to get me that 2nd place victory point, so that's okay. I want Adagio to win this combat because then it will make it so. Oh, Music of My Mind got that Ixian Engineer card. I forgot that he had that. All right, now he definitely wins. Nice. But I would like it if Adagio wins first place in this combat because he can't do anything with it. You know what I mean? I think that would be fun. He just gets one victory point. But let's see what this guy does. He's drawing a card. He pushes up Secret of the Sisterhood with Benny Gesserit. That does nothing for him. Just sort of locking it in a little better, I guess. But this late in the game doesn't matter much. Adagio. Reveal. You know what sucks though? Oh, he just got a Spice Must Flow. What sucks though is that Adagio didn't even need that Twi'lexu tracker card because he's already at the very end. So that basically, it's like I took his least useful card, which stinks. I would have liked to have taken something more. What do I want to take? I'm not going to take anything because there's nothing there. Let's see what he said. He said, kind of scared of a finale intrigue cards. True. Yeah, those last ones that people are trying to get, those goals. Yeah, those goals. You never know. But you're sitting at 12. That's still pretty strong. That those last entry cards, getting one extra victory point is good. Getting two is trickier. Yeah, in hindsight, I probably should have done Hayliner because then I could have pumped down a couple troops. And might as well do this. I probably could have gotten 2 victory points off of winning combat and then pushing that down. I don't know where it would have come down to. But everybody still has intrigue cards they haven't used, so it probably wouldn't have worked out anyway. I'm just overthinking it. By the way, music of my mind, if you would be so kind, please subscribe to my channel because if you do that, I would be at 92 subscribers. That's only 8 away from an even 100. And if I can get 100 subscribers, I have special plans for a celebration where I will be doing a game with all sorts of really fun people. Everybody mic'd up and playing. It's going to be really rad, really cool kind of party to celebrate the triple digits in my subscriber base. So that'd be pretty cool. It's this is a hobby of mine that I've been doing for some time now, but it's been hit and miss because just this last year in my life has been all over the place. You have no idea. Oh, right on, dude. Nice. I'm so glad you subscribed. Cool. I would also recommend that Bloodgeon is a really cool YouTuber, and he has a very entertaining YouTube channel based on this game. And also Mantra is another guy who I like a lot. And I've even, if you're a subscriber, what will happen is if you look at your subscriptions on your YouTube, you should be able to see when people are doing things live. So you won't really know unless you like click notifications or something. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, brutal. But you still win, music of my mind. Nice. Nice. Good game, dude. Good game, everyone. That was fun. It was fun. I enjoyed that immensely. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and like and subscribe if you see this and like what you see, and help me get to 100. I gotta go. I wish I could stay and chat and play a little longer, but unfortunately I gotta get to this party. I'm running a little late, but